Hello and welcome to Don's Social World. I've been thinking a great deal about big data and metadata. I recently watched a TED Talk by Tricia Wang titled The Human Insight Missing from Big Data. She offers a terrific video, and I would highly recommend the video. In fact, I will post a link in the description below. Her premise is that we miss the human element in just looking at the data. She states, and I'll quote this, relying on big data alone increases the chances we will miss something while giving us the illusion we know everything. I think that's true. In fact, I couldn't agree more. The human element is such a huge part of life, and it is what the world craves, and the data is the tool to touch our human brothers and sisters. Brendon Howley writes in the May 2017 edition of Information Today, it's the Razor Edge column. He writes, every day we create 2.5 quintillion bytes of data, and that's 90% of the data which has been created in the last 2 years. That's overwhelming. Isn't that just a huge number? The information comes from sensors, from our social media sites, from our cell phone GPS systems, digital pictures, transactions, sending myself receipts. It's just amazing. It's amazing to just think of all the data that's being collected. We've become so entrenched in the data that, as Tricia Wang says, the quantifications are addictive. I believe in that addiction, we've lost the heart. We've lost the heart of what it is that the data is supposed to be given to us. So what can we do about it? Well, as I tell my students, statistics don't mean anything unless we can interpret those numbers and give them to the people that are listening to us in our communication. And in order to interpret those numbers, we have to reinstate the heart as we look over the numbers. You see, we take off our quantitative glasses and we put on our human glasses. We put on the glasses that say, you're important to me and I want to know who you are. It's about how people feel that will last. Tricia Wang labels this heart as the thick data. She talks about how thick data is the backstories, the emotions, the interactions with life and who we are. She also put this in a success equation. She says if we take big data and we combine it with this thick data that she calls, or I would call the heart, the thick data, and combine the two together we get a clear picture. So the bottom line is that I agree with Tricia Wang and with Brendon Howley that without the heart, the data just doesn't bring the return on the investment, which leads us to jump lanes and we lose our focus. So we keep watching the data, and that big data needs to include the human element in our analysis of the data as we collect in the world in which we live. So the next time you pick up your phone and access big data, remember that old Ma Bell telephone catchphrase, reach out and touch someone. When we look at our data, we need to reach out, but we also need to reach out and touch someone. Hey, never forget that you know I love you.